So we have gone over how to log into the iNaturalist app, as well as how to join the Lizards on the Loose 2022 project. And now what we need to do is actually make an observation of an anole and add it to the project. So I'm here on my app start screen, and we can see that at the bottom there is a little camera icon that says observe, and I'm going to go ahead and click on that to make an observation. It brings up a few choices for me. If I had a photo on my device already that I had taken previously that I wanted to make an observation of, I could click on Photo Library and it would give me access to the camera roll. But in this case, I want to make a new observation using the camera. So I'm going to click on the camera button and it will bring up my device camera. Now, since I'm in Rhode Island and we don't have any lizards, I'm going to need to take a picture of an anole on a computer screen. So I'll go ahead and do that by clicking on the camera button. And in the lower right, it says use photo if I'm happy with this. If I wasn't, I could click retake in the lower left, but I am going to use this photo. So I click use photo, and we can see now that I have a new observation and we have a little thumbnail of the picture in the upper left. If I wanted to take another picture, I could click on that plus button and continue taking more pictures and adding them to this observation. And that can actually be very useful if we get a picture from a different angle or from closer to the lizard, because it will provide more information. We just want to make sure that all pictures of a single lizard are grouped together in one observation. The next thing that we're going to do is add an identification for this anole. So I'm going to click on what did you see? And we can see my picture up there. iNaturalist gives me some suggestions here. I'm going to go ahead and click on the box and type in night anole, since I know that that is what this individual is. And I'll select that from the list. And we can see that identification pop up there. If you're not sure, you can just type in anole and leave it at anole. We can also see that iNaturalist has filled out some information for us. Okay, we have the date and the time. We also have a location. Now this location is in Rhode Island. And so I'm going to go ahead and change that to where the lizard was found. When I click on the location, it gives me a map. I'm going to need to zoom out from Rhode Island here, and we'll need to take a little trip down the Atlantic coast to the Miami area. I'll do that, zoom in there. And we'll say that our lizard was in Matheson Hammock Park. So I'll click save there. If you are doing this on your phone the first time you make an observation, it may ask you to share your location. And I would suggest allowing it to do that so that it will fill in the location automatically. The last thing that we need to do for this observation is actually make sure that it's in the Lizards on the Loose project. So I'm going to click on projects at the bottom, and it's going to bring up a list of projects that I've joined, in this case all the Lizards on the Loose projects. So you can just tick the little slider on Lizards on the Loose 2022, and it actually brings up our anole perch field that we need to fill out. If I click on that, it'll let me choose natural or man-made. In our picture, our lizard is on a tree, so I'll click natural. And if I tick the back arrow up here now, my observation is ready to go. I have an identification, I have a location, and I've added it to the Lizards on the Loose project. So I'll go down and click share, this green button at the bottom, and it'll go through syncing. It'll take a little bit of time to do that. But once that is done, we will have added our observation to the project, which we can see right here. So happy observing.